shit my way, on the highway, and in the driveway. Isn't that strange? Cause I'm trying to climb, I ain't like pain. You never hit the bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's fucking key ingredient is belief. We'll see with the negativity, but I just gotta let that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never ran city, no man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that can change. You can flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst I say, turn them to a game. Take the best I say, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past, start a pain, and you find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answered to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go,
Being exploited. White boy, wasn't your wife a junkie? Wasn't your wife a junkie, white boy? How about we see some videos of Noel all fucked up? We haven't seen those yet. Why did you allow Allie to sit there on your panel looking like that? Huh?
Pretty sure that constitutes as worse. Throwing a hot coffee at someone, I believe, is worse than assault. But it's okay. Keep lying, right? Because it's profitable to say that I'm a racist when I love black dicks, bitch. So you'll never say that, ever, to be true. However, you've probably never sat on one. That sucks.
I want to find out at a level of 7. Okay, so I find that level on my graph, and I come horizontally to my gradient line. Where it intersects with my gradient line, I'm going to come straight down to where it intersects with my fuck around line. Now there is going to tell me how much I have to fuck around to find out what I need to find out. See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out. So I hope this lesson is helpful. Thank you.
All right, what's happening with the people? What's happening? What's going on? We got TM on the deck tonight. Do me a favor, be like Mike, smash the like. The death of TM's channel. The once proclaimed godmother of Summer Wells is on the menu tonight. What has she done? Where has she gone? She has died on the true crime genre. You see TM everywhere around the streets. We're always catching her in all the drama channels. She's in different communities. She's messing with people in different communities and getting destroyed online. But she's always picking these fights. What is going on? We need to get to the bottom of it. If you don't know who TM is, the trailer of this live was her boyfriend threatening that he should have killed, unalived, Don Wells. Wait for it. The father of missing Summer Wells, which said girlfriend claims to be the godmother of. Everything with TM is a walking contradiction. She is full of woke, weird comments, and she tries to pit your subs against you. She's all over the streets, and there's a list. I'll tell you, there's a list. Somebody made a list of all the people she has fell out with. Yeah, not all. They did a damn good job. And as I'm listening to said list, they forgot a couple names or two. So we're going to play a game when I play this list. I want you to add
At it. This happens all the time.
Guys, stick with me. I got McDonald's Wi-Fi. The people are coming out this week. It's pissing me off. We're hot spotting. But the game is when you see the list, you have to add who was missed. All right. So also we got PG. We're going to touch on real fast this box mystery. And I saw something completely interesting today. I'm going to share that first. We'll do the serious stuff before the shenanigans. And literally there was a woman who started a movement online. Real activist, and it was all stemmed from somebody saw a missing child on a Pornhub video, okay, case out of Florida, and the police were able to use AI on the Pornhub video and on the guy who was the trafficker, get his face on a gas station camera surveillance, and they rush the house and find the woman captive. But wait for it. A lot of missing people have been found through Pornhub. Pornhub gets more traffic than Amazon and Facebook put together daily. It's crazy. It's a crazy wormhole that I found today. I feel like I would share this to you because, you know, over here with the missing kids and whatnot, we have all different theories of what happens with kids. We don't know why somebody takes a kid. There's Sound of Freedom, which does a pretty good, in-depth dive. It's based on a true story of some examples, but for these cases that we follow, where are these kids going? What is the want? There's definitely a want for missing children. There's definitely a demand for it. At the border alone, there's over 80,000 missing children. Where are they going? They're getting trafficked. That's an obvious one. But I never really put too much thought into Pornhub. I never thought of that. Okay, but it's not only missing people, but a lot of victims of rape came forward to this woman. This is very interesting, guys. We'll get to this in the beginning. I want to smash this first, and then we're going to go over the destruction of TM's channel. The person who decided she thought it was a good idea to wife up a creator here on YouTube he has not a good background, and he has twice within 1 year been convicted of stalking and harassing. Conviction. He's been banned off the internet. The same guy that ran her off the internet, she quit her channel. And that's where it gets interesting because Wifey used to know TM and talk a little bit. See, with TM, she holds no bar over here. I'll do this live and there'll be absolutely zero clapback. I actually demand, and I'm going to say this right now, there will be zero clapback. She'll watch this and pretend it never happened. Now, if said comment or pushback comes after that, well, the destruction of the TM channel comes. Because then, hey, look, women talk. We're all ladies. We can have some girl talk right here. Look, girls talk. We gossip, and some of us screenshot and whatnot. And what would it look like if Noelle could produce like death receipts? Like, what would it look like if no? And Noelle has came to be friends with people who also have been a victim of Tiffany Marie. Now, if she was to tell it, she'll say, "Oh, they're hate bonding." No. There's plenty of good people that we have met, and we're gonna review some creators tonight. Go over some stuff you probably haven't seen. Maybe you have. It's gonna be an entertaining live. So grab your popcorn. And get your carrots. This is gonna be a good one. I'm telling you right now. Now, I will say this before we get started. Tiffany Marie is more than likely, her or any of her 50 troll accounts that she has, she's more than welcome to join the panel at any time and debate, debunk, pushback, debate. She's more than welcome to come up here. I'm not expecting her to cam up because we know about the Twitch. We know about the Twitches. So, but that's fine. And let's just get into it, guys. But I do want to just touch really, I don't want to waste too much time before I go to the comments. I want to play something for you guys before I go into the welcoming comments. Lori Shortlegs, thank you so much for the $2 super chat I saw earlier. But there's a really dumb rumor going around on YouTube. And it's coming out of Team PG Prayer Garden. And look, man, if you fell for this or if you went for this, if you thought about this,
or if you thought it was
I don't want to know. I just want to talk to you, me and you. Don't write it. Don't write yes or no. I just want you right here. Let me play this stuff and let's just react on it. And as a community, let's talk about it. Okay. So let me play this really fast and I want thoughts and opinions on it. Also, while I was late, I called Don Wells. Yesterday I posted there was a news station that's doing a thing on Summer Wells at 11 o'clock tonight. Maybe we'll watch it live tonight. Don has not talked to any media. So here's how this went. This is very important. I called Don and I said, "Hey, what's up with this clip?" He's like, "What clip?" I'm like, "Bro, did you do an interview?" He's like, "No." I'm like, "Okay, check this out. Call him back." So he called me back. He's like, "Bro, I said that years ago." I'm like, "Oh, so you haven't talked to nobody?" He's like, "No." So I didn't pick up what he was putting down. I go back and I'm like, "Oh shit, that is an old interview that Don was on." But think about this. I called somebody that I know, okay? Because I watched something and it had me fooled that there was going to be an interview or something tonight, right? With the parents. So it's safe to say that they angled it like that, if you will, right? If you will. He didn't do any interviews. I don't know what this is about. We'll see. But I then went to Don and I said, "Listen, there's been some discussion about this Sebastian Rogers case with the father not being cleared. Well, none of them are cleared, but he actually went on court TV. There was a weird moment. It paused. What we talked about being cleared. And he was laughing. He said, "Nobody is ever cleared." And right as he said that, it hit me. What am I doing? Why am I asking this guy? I've been in this spot before. So I got arrested before. And I was out on bond, right? Facing a single charge. And I was never cleared. So I beat the charge, but I was never cleared. So never, ever is law enforcement going to say, "Hey, white boy, you've been cleared." "Yes, you have." "Yeah." "Hey, Don, Yeah, guess what today is? Cleared. It doesn't work like that because the police only arrest you. The state wrote me a letter, mailed it to me. It said a whole bunch of shenanigans, and then it said, hey, charges are dropped.
But Joe,
If that is cleared, well, I guess then that's when I got cleared. But here's what I want everybody to remember. This all happened. This is real. Law enforcement doesn't clear anybody. So I literally went through something like I literally went through this whole process before. But the thing is with YouTube True Crime, you know, I go to chat and chat like you guys do. Law enforcement doesn't clear anybody. Why am I listening to this? What the fuck? I've already done this before. Like law enforcement doesn't, they only put the platinum bracelets on you. They don't say, hey, cleared. No, it doesn't work. The state does. So the state cleared me, and it didn't say cleared or anything. It just said we are dropping the charges. I am going to try my hardest to like yank that and pull that. We'll see. But the point is, regardless if we're talking the Summer Wells case or Sebastian Rogers, nobody will be cleared. That's just how that's going to go. Now, my opinion on it is this. Now, this part of it is just my take and opinion. If we have zero updates on Summer Wells or Sebastian Rogers, if we have no updates, no new information, nothing going on media-wise, would it be a good idea for them to say, guess what? Cleared. What would that do? If they did do that, which is what Seth is pushing, it would be worse for the police, for everybody involved. Because now the public outcry and the public interest, they have more of nothing. There's no updates. There's nothing happening. There's nothing going on. It's just more of nothing. And then they're going to, the internet, sometimes the internet can never be happy. So in this instance, does the internet sit there and take it? They're already mad. There's no updates on Sebastian. We don't have any information, this and that. So the father wants to be cleared. He's got alibis and bank records. So now the police say, hey, cleared. So what's the public do? Oh, that's a good job. No, they're going to be like, well, what the fuck's going on? Well, then what's, it's going to be doubled up. Back to the Summer case. This is also my opinion. There's been so many bogus TBI calls from these idiot creators. We're about to play Prayer Garden here in a minute, okay? Tiffany's at about 7,000. That they've said, hey, stop. We're good. In my opinion, that there's nothing going on in Summer's case. If there even was a little something, a little lead like this, that they really think something might happen to it, but it's just a lead, and it's an investigation behind it for the find. They're not going to tell the public nothing. Nothing. Why? The internet's never happy. Why would they tell the public anything with them? They've already asked the public, hey, stop doing this. Why? So why they cater to the public? The public doesn't listen to them. It's my opinion. I could be wrong. But what I do know is this shit we're about to hear is complete fuckery. All right, I'm coming to the comments now, guys. Sorry for that long-ass intro. Have a listen. This is trigger warning. And back to people who believe this. I'm talking me and you right now. Me and you.
That's what I believe. What was in the box, Fred? What did Cotton see that was in the box? Or did you tell him what was in the box? He didn't confide nothing in you about something. You confided in him about something in a box. Do you know what it was that's supposed to be in the box, you guys? Well, I'm going to tell you. And this isn't easy. But I'm about to tell you what's supposed to have been in the box. Summer's head. Summer's head was supposed to be in the box as Fred's collateral. As collateral for Fred. That's what I heard. I heard that they had to do that. They had to do that because she wouldn't fit. She wouldn't fit. She wouldn't fit where they was wanting to put her. And that's what they done. And then Fred decided to keep that part in a box for collateral. In case somebody tries to come at him. What he's doing is he's saying, don't try to come back at me or hurt me or do anything to me, because law enforcement will end up with this box. And the story will be told. Now, I also heard that there is a certain place that law enforcement's about getting ready to look. They're getting ready to look in a certain place for the remainder of summer. I don't know. This is just what I'm hearing through the grapevine.
What's up? I was just typing a comment. I'll just say it. I see Blame Katie and Shit Show. I'm glad you guys are in here. Blame Katie. I'm going to be reviewing some of your stuff. This woman absolutely destroyed TM this week. But anyhow, Shit Show and Blame Katie. I know you guys do your own thing. I know you have your own community. I'm not really, I don't even know what community you guys belong to. I'm just being honest. I don't know. But man, I'll tell you what, man. I've watched both of your content. Thank you, BS, for kind of like introducing me over to this sector of the internet. I enjoy it. Man, we need you over here. There's plenty of room. You don't have to do true crime. That's not what I'm saying to do. But there's plenty of content over here, and you guys both do great. There's plenty of characters, if you will, to review. And the fight is tough. The fight is tough. There's so much more things I want to talk about tonight, but time is so tight. We got Bullhorn Betty, all this, but we're gonna continually just roast TM tonight. But we need you. It's just an offer. I promote you guys. I share the stuff. I always say this to people in different communities. I'll just throw that out there. You do what you want, though. But welcome everybody. So that is complete horseshit. Fred Hill has the so to the I asked this question to you, like if you believe that, why would a YouTuber, right? Like there's so many holes in this shenanigans, it's not even funny. Like Fred went to jail. Where did the box go? Now she claims she has receipts of it. Does she ever show receipts? Is she a creator that shows receipts? So why are we clinging on to this lottery ticket? You know, just for one. Where was the box when did Ziggy have it? Am I supposed to play into this conspiracy and give him a lateral right now? No, this is all bullshit. Why wouldn't law enforcement be all over this before? Do you know that there's like digital law enforcement officers? Do you know I still have faith in the FBI. The FBI, they have their own issues. Some political people weaponize them, all this. But look, as far as I have faith in them, look, I know them people do their job. They're going to bam your ass. They're going to bam your ass. These creators think that like the FBI is just blatantly retarded. And like a content creator could be like a faster and like more in depth and have more info than them. No, it's just not going like that. It's just not going like that. How would you have physically evidence on this is so stupid. I'm gonna stop talking about it. This is dumb on so many different levels. But to the person
This is supposed to be in the box, you guys. Well, I'm going to tell you. And
McDonald's Wi-Fi, guys. McDonald's. This is looking bad when you're trying to roast somebody. This is looking bad. Babe, the internet's people got to come out this way.
At least they can hear you. Keep freaking talking.
All right. Anyway, so this is out of control, man. This is out of control with the. Yeah, I know. Anyone coming in late? We had this storm. We got another storm coming, and we got rid of the old internet, and they're coming out this week. But until then, we're hotspotting this mofo. Okay. Anyway, Prayer Garden is full of shit. It's just that simple. Okay. It's just that simple. All right. Now we can either go TM or missing kids in Pornhub. What do y'all want to do first? One in the chat. If you want me to briefly touch on this thing that I found with the missing children in Pornhub, or two, if you want the meat potatoes, let's get into TM.
Can I have the meat?
Either which way is cool with me. We got a 1. I'm hot spotting as well to watch it. What's up, Annabelle? All right. So I only see a couple votes. A couple 1s, couple 2s. And you guys probably is this the part where I'm supposed to act like Bullhorn Betty and TM? I'm done. I'm done with the drama. I don't do drama. And they do drama like all the time. So it's, the contradictions. It's like when you go to a chat, like the rules. I set up my rules too. I'm like, no farting. And I purposely said you can talk about other creators in my chat because the rules that people set up, like, don't talk about creators in the chat. Everybody does, no matter where you go. Like, why is that a rule everywhere? So it's crazy. All right. So 1, 2, 2, babe, you call it. It's a tie on my end. Babe, call it. Do I go Pornhub or do I go TM?
Pornhub, always porn.
Okay, before I go Pornhub, and this won't take long, but I do want to show you guys this. Now, I'll give you a tease of TM. How about that? So with TM, there's a thing going on. If you don't know, well, first off, this would be TM and Benjamin. Well, I had to chop out his real girlfriend and put her head there. And it says, Benny will love me. Now, I post this because you'll be hearing her profession of Benny's love tonight. And we're going to get into the stepbrother, the brother-in-law, getting sucked off, and the ex-wife walked in. We're going to get this is my favorite one that I created before the live. So what this is here is, never mind the real girlfriend, back to the cyber girlfriend. There's people, we already know Cher and Benny. There's a thing there, people. Like, there's a thing. There's a thing. I don't know, like, who's the side piece and, like, who's the main squeeze. So what I decided to do is put TM on Cher with a few carrots and a couple monster tattoos. And we love Benjamin. We love Benjamin.
Aww.
Very, very difficult to find a TM headshot. Not going to lie. Extremely difficult to find a T. Why is it so hard to find a headshot? Because she doesn't go on camera, people. She doesn't go on camera. You guys remember the beef with the lab? Oh, we have a list tonight, y'all. We have a list. We're gonna go there in a minute. Before that, let me show y'all this. This is out of control. And this won't take that long. I think I'm gonna do a follow-up video on this. So I didn't know this, right? Literally, missing people are getting
Definitely.
up. So this is gonna take not too much long at all. This lady, that lady was just on the screen. She's a beast. She like went all in, man, and started a movement online, which I thought was really cool. I'll put this in the description and I'll drop it in the chat. But let me just play y'all a few moments of this lady's Layla Mikowitz. She's trying to take Pornhub down. Okay. Now, what's interesting on this story is how she got involved, right? Somebody saw a missing kid on Pornhub and reached out to the family, and there was an arrest made. That's awesome until you really think about it. I've been on Pornhub. It's free. I've never seen kids on Pornhub. So what was that weirdo looking at? it's all weird. I didn't know people have. Do you know that this lady literally went and investigated this? So on Pornhub, if you start an account, you just need an email, no ID, nothing else, no age verification. You can put whatever you want on Pornhub, whatever. Now, hypothetically, and for educational purposes,
That's true. I have an account.
yeah, we do. Remember when somebody made those accounts of Bullhorn Betty and Molly Golightly, Betty Keys, and they on Pornhub? That was really fucked up. Well, I don't know who did that.
Marissa has an escort.
Why
Reddit,
would some?
I don't even know if she knows.
An escort service where?
On Reddit.
Why would somebody do these things? Okay, guys. So let me play this from the beginning.
Making a lot of money.
This might be the biggest scandal you haven't heard about.
The largest porn website,
attracting 130 million users a day, more than Netflix or Amazon.
Pornhub is under investigation.
Parents are always welcome like that. Always.
Until one woman
Never let somebody
expose the
guess
truth.
She is the founder of the Justice Defense Fund, one of the pioneers in anti-trafficking. Lila McElwain.
Thank you for having me.
Wow.
I was reading the story of a missing 15-year-old girl who was found when somebody tipped off her mother that she was in 58 videos on Pornhub being raped and abused. The Sunday Times did an investigation. They found dozens of illegal videos, even children as young as 3 years old. How was this happening? I decided to test this upload system. In under 10 minutes, with only an email address, I was able to upload content that went live on the site. They weren't asking for an ID. They weren't asking for a consent form to make sure that this wasn't a rape or trafficking victim. The site became infested with videos of real sexual crime. I have to sound the alarm on this. I was posting on Twitter, started a petition. We're just about to hit 1 million.
2 million signatures.
Hundreds of organizations participating. Media started to pay attention.
In your article, you write, with Pornhub, we have Jeffrey Epstein times 1,000.
This isn't about porn. This is about
he's
rape
banned
and
off
sexual
the
abuse
internet.
of children.
The 12-year-old boy, he was drugged, overpowered, and raped in 23 videos being sold on Pornhub.
Victims were speaking out left and right.
This is going to haunt me for the rest of my life.
Whistleblowers were saying this is true.
Pornhub put profits over people.
Even the former owner of Pornhub reached out saying he wanted to help. Dozens of lawsuits were filed. We went after Visa and MasterCard to cut ties, but they were still resistant. Pornhub started attacking myself, victims. They don't want to stop because they're making a lot of money. And they fight dirty. Pornhub was so scared, they deleted 80% of their site. 10 million videos gone. Victims, they were so happy and relieved because for the first time in years, their rape videos were off of Pornhub. But the fight's not over.
So I'm gonna put this in the description box. I'll drop it in the chat now. So this lady, literally, single-handedly went up against Pornhub, man. And you see the story. What I'm going to play now is a minute or two, not much longer than that, of how she got into this fight with the missing person case out of Florida and how they caught the dude. I'll probably do a follow-up video on this. This is like really wild. Anybody ever hear about this before? Anybody ever hear about this? One in the chat if you've heard this before. Two, if this is new to you. And there's always going to be like one person that hits the one, and they have no clue this is out there. They just like want to be like sound smart. Come on, it happens in every chat. But I'm not saying you can't hit one. So I'm going to do a private video on this because it's a serious subject and stuff. But notice a lot of the things she said. There was a missing child, a missing girl, and she was, that she had to go through a grape situation. Okay. Also, through her activism, grape victims who have, randomly done too much dope at a college party, and some guy was recording it, had made a video, posted it, and it's been up there for years. Now they have a voice. They have somebody to help them, right? All these stories, right? It's pretty wild. But the point is, I'm not one to talk about like grape and stuff a lot like that. It's very tough for a man to do it on this platform. But TM throws and aligns a carrot with that for some odd reason. Now, what did not happen is any of these people say, hey, I banged myself with a carrot and sent it to a skis ball. Could you please erase it for me? So she didn't get any of those requests, but real victims, yes, absolutely. Let me just play this really fast. I want you to hear the base story of how this woman started this movement. And I like this type of stuff. This person literally got millions of people to sign a petition, and she helped families and victims. You got to respect it, man. So let's just hear a minute or two of this.
All consensual, could really all be consensual. Can you talk about how you began to look into that and also what you found?
Yes, definitely. So at the end of 2019 was when some headlines really began to catch my attention. Particularly, there was the story about a 15-year-old girl from Florida, Broward County, Florida, who was missing for an entire year. And she was finally found when her mother was tipped off by a Pornhub user that he had recognized her daughter on Pornhub. And she found her missing daughter in 58 videos being raped and abused for profit. These were downloadable, monetized videos, not only monetized with ads, but monetized by pay to download. Pornhub earning 35% of the profit from each of the sale of that girl's abuse. And they were able to actually match her abuser's face with surveillance footage from a 7-Eleven and locate the girl at his apartment and rescue her and intervene. And I was thinking, and that story was kind of haunting me towards the end of 2019, the beginning of 2020. I kept thinking about that story. There was also a really important investigation that came out at the end of 2019 by the London Sunday Times. And they found dozens of illegal videos within minutes, even children as young as 3. And so these were in the back of my mind. And I was up late one night, rocking my very sad, upset 3-month-old baby and thinking about that story of that 15-year-old girl. And a question came to mind. The question was, how did that happen? Because Pornhub has presented itself to the world using millions and millions of marketing dollars as this mainstream, legit porn brand that only has quote unquote consenting adults on this site. Yet we had these news stories coming out. And so, one of those wise words that my dad always used to say was, assumption is the mother of all screw ups. And I thought, we're all assuming that this is legal and consensual content. How do we know? So I just said, I'm going to test the upload system. I'm going to see what it actually takes. So I put the baby to bed and I got on my computer and laptop, recorded some video footage of the room and uploaded it to Pornhub and discovered what millions of people actually already knew, because at that point they had 6.8 million videos being uploaded every year, not to mention all the images. So millions of people had already done this, right? But tested that upload system and found out that all it took was an email address to upload homemade sex videos onto this site. And there was no proof of age, no ID, no consent form, right? And that's when I realized it was like that aha moment. It was like this inciting incident that the site is infested with videos of real sexual crime. And that's kind of where the story began, was unexpectedly. Honestly, it was not something that was planned. It wasn't something where we're like,
all right, guys, I dropped the link in the live chat. I know a lot of you are interested in it. I'll probably do a separate video on this, and it will be in my description box. Okay. That's wild, man. I never knew that either. She tells us how it happened. She tells that Florida story, but there's a lot more missing people there. If all it requires is just an email, how many of us have troll accounts? Like, it's interesting because you think about trafficking, and that's such a big word, and it could mean a lot of things. I never knew that somebody would be so like ballsy to literally, put victims on camera and then do heinous things to them and upload it. But listen, Pornhub it's free porn. You know, we've all been there, and it's got a lot of traffic. But it's just crazy. It makes you think how many really are there. And listen, on this interview, it gets deeper with the analytics. And she like busted Pornhub because they said they had like X amount of moderators that are like that watch what's uploaded. And analytically, like it would take you like 9,800 years, which nobody lives to watch every video on Pornhub. So she was able to like calculate that they're lying, and that's all shenanigans. They have the same thing that YouTube and Facebook does. It's all bots. I help a lot of creators with, oh, the video is yellow. That means nothing. That means nothing. It literally means nothing. And I help a lot of creators because almost every creator does like 10 things wrong with monetization, but there's a specific trick that I've helped a few people in this community with, but it's not, I'm not saying it. There's no way that I'm saying that live because I'm not letting Rifter get a hold of that. But if you are a creator, man, and you want to know some stuff, hit us up. But anyway, TM. Let me catch up on these comments before I go to her. There is a lot of weirdos. Stearns and what? Are you talking about Stern Squad from? Oh, you talking about Maddie's stepdad? Nope. I've heard a little bit of the jail stuff here and there, but you know, just probably as much as you have. Is Blame Katie still in here?
Oh,
Katie, if you want to come up here momentarily, I'd love to have you. No pressure, and you don't have to. But I do want to play your live. I want to tell the story about how you created that live, but I want to tell the entire story of how we were hanging out peacefully before we got attacked. But people, if you don't know, Tiffany Marie has been on one. Okay, on one. She keeps like attacking creators out of nowhere. It's like weird shit. And she's in all these communities. She's everywhere. And she keeps like leaving Karen comments, and she keeps making these lies up. There's a list. If you just look at her community wall, she's beefing with somebody every single day. And look, you know, everybody likes a good internet beef. Everybody likes a good roast. But what's the beef about? She just like makes shit up in her head or gets mad. It's really weird. It's really weird. It's very weird. Now, I noticed this myself. People know I'm not too like fond of Benny Keys. Not at all. And I'll make a video about him. I'm allowed to do that. I'm a YouTuber. But the Karen comments come in. And I've even literally caught her going to her Discord or whatever like groupie friends she has to like come back over to my comment section. It's like she specifically says, hey, hit the like on my comment. And then comments underneath. And what she doesn't know is that's what I thought until I befriended BS, which actually I like BS. And look, here's the beauty of it. I didn't like BS at first. We were not friendly. We talked mad shit to each other. But because it was ridiculously petty, we buried the hatch. We buried the hatch, and now we're cool as hell. But BS was one of the people in the army that came by when I had a few people on panel, Enchanted Life Path and another creator, and what the hell? This was one of the dumber moments of my YouTube career. I believe that they were getting attacked by A Balance. I didn't know him like that. And I thought he was bullying them or whatever. It's a story that I got told. So I stuck up for them. I didn't know who AB was or how reckless and ruthless he could be. Thank God there was no beef there. It didn't spur to nothing more than that. But I literally had to go back and edit the title. I had to take AB's name out of that. Actually, the live is gone. And it sucks because Jody sues on that live. So there's important information there, but I can't call. AB did not deserve to get called out. And these people. So regardless, on this live, I'm trying to stick up for them with this abuse that AB did. It never was that. But here comes Tiffany Marie with her little army, and BS was one of them. Okay. Hey, look, we can clown, we can make fun of ourselves, we can talk about our past mistakes, but that's something that Tiffany can't do. She thinks she's like Miss Perfect and she's tough. You're like this big. You never show your insecurities like sink you bad, and you give trolls food. You just don't even realize it. But the thing is with her, the thing was with Tiffany is she leaves all these comments everywhere. And for my personal experience, just lately, it's ramped up. She doesn't drop content like that. She's like a creator you can count on, a few community posts a week and some comments and other creators' chats. It's about it. And she goes live when she like gets mad enough at somebody. That's about it. Or she likes self-proclaimed herself to be the godmother of Summer Wells. Tonight, breaking news. I self-proclaimed to be Tiffany's stepfather. So you guys can call me Daddy Carrot. I'd appreciate it. I'll be Daddy Carrot. I'm going to be her stepfather.
Excuse me, Mr. Carrot.
Well, I did a lot of thinking about this, wife. And here's the deal. How long have I been saying that I'm Benny Key's father?
For about 4 years.
So if they're together.
You've been out of Benny home.
If they're together, I don't want to like be blood. So I give myself like a space.
Right, and then so you're an in-law and a step. So in-law.
I'm the stepfather. I'm the stepfather. So I'm her stepfather. I'm proclaiming it actually.
But so can I just file for divorce? Because I don't want to be with that family at all. Like, no, please. I'll be a date.
Well, I don't. Listen. I'm just porking the mom. I don't like the kid.
Then I'm definitely fucking divorcing you, and I'm snapping your fucking carrot in half.
So she can proclaim to be a godmother, then I could be a stepfather. It's that simple. But she starts this shit with everybody. I can give you a million screenshots, but I don't need to. I know you guys see it. Recently, I've talked about this. This lady literally got mad at Chasing Truth for whatever reason in her little brain that she got mad at her about, right? And tried to say that this lady is in like a pedo organization. It's the wildest thing in the world. What's wild is she's getting the information or whatever with that guy Elp, Enchanted Life Path, and they used to hate each other, these two. That guy with the most ridiculous conspiracy theories in the world. I really wish he even says a community post about this one, because I have that guy contradicted and recorded like 6 different times, just to throw that one out there for a little bit of defense. Let's see how his ego is. But and let me add this. I mean, in the UK, there's like riots popping off left and right. People are like, there's like race riots. There's like all types of stuff going on with this immigration and stuff. And you would think somebody so opinionated about everything in the world and missing people and everything going on YouTube, you think that they would be out there as a YouTuber, like getting the content and like, getting a vlog for the people about what's going on. That dude was probably scared as shitless. But the contradiction in that guy has a website with young women on it. Okay. I'm not going to, go into how young the women are and this and that. People have already pulled that and done that on him. It's been exposed. But for her to try to turn it around on Chasing Truth for being in a chat and somebody said something, it's contradictions. What, in my opinion, she's jealous of Chasing. Because Chasing, unlike her, got off her ass, went to Tennessee, and looked for the little girl. She didn't say, hey, I'm the godmother. No, she took herself out there and did real work. Tiffany probably held a grudge against her for that for a very long time until she's like, oh, I got her now with some dirt. It's ridiculous. And she should be cleared. Listen, Chasing Truth, you're cleared. But you guys have been, I'm using this as an example. I'll give you one more, which is the perfect scenario right now. Covering Ernie Shell as of late, with all the stuff we've done over here on the channel. lately, we have found new communities, new people, almost on accident, which is not a bad thing at all. And there's a creator called, she's in the chat, Blame Katie. I don't know what the hell community she belongs to. I couldn't tell you, for a winning lottery ticket. But, or what their community reports on. Okay? But
she's the news, duh.
She covers Ernie, right? Covers Ernie.
Carrot.
And Wifey has found this chat and thoroughly enjoys the chat. So obviously, like right now, you can hear Wifey and me. I'll be like, "What are you doing?" Oh, I'm in Blame Katie's chat. Oh, I'll go over there. Send me the link, and I hop into blah blah blah. Cool chat, very laid back. BS, kind of showed us this, whatever. But
Well, B didn't send me her link that day, but I see, she'll send me her link now.
Yeah, so we're in there, totally unrelated to anything. Ernie was at subject, and TM comes in there, taking shots at Noelle. Noelle demolishes her. Again, I'll repeat this. Tiffany doesn't really want to respond because it will be the death of her channel. If that one talks.
What? Why? What me this one? What we do?
Oh, you're going to say a few words at the end here. If that one talks, it's a wrap. But as we're enjoying this live on this dumb blonde and this little channel, as we're enjoying it, Tiffany comes in. And Tiffany is throwing jabs at Noelle. Noelle's like karate chopping it. But the channel is not a dumb blonde. And I don't care about numbers. But Tiffany left a paragraph Karen comment on this lady and utterly got demolished from this woman. So what I'm going to do now is play a little clip of that live, right? I'm going to link this in the description. I highly recommend you get listening to the full roast, okay, of Tiffany getting served by this lady, Blame Katie. But Blame Katie was the chat that we're in. Tiffany doesn't even know Blame Katie. Katie destroys this lady. This is the chat Noelle was hanging out in. But this is funny to me because she's in a creator's chat that's not even true crime. Like, what are you doing watching? Well, I just explained how we got there. What were you doing? How did you get there? That's interesting. She could only learn that from hawking other people's channels, community posts, and this and that. Why are you so worried? In the beginning, I played the Black Cox, the BBC clip. And I think it's important for the ones coming in late, we have a replay of that. Because I got a Karen comment on that, wouldn't you know? Well, wouldn't you know? And here we have it.
Yeah, don't say. Say it to the...
So have a listen to Tiffany Marie.
Oh, fuck. Do I have to?
What happened? We're not connected? Trigger warning.
You're so...
Can we call Anthony Dewberry or Cross to help her out with this?
Oh, dear God. No, they would kill you.
Population, we have to trade with the other.
Okay, keep lying, right? Because it's profitable to say that I'm a racist when I love black dicks, bitch. So you'll never say that, ever, to be true. However, you've probably never sat on one. That sucks.
Okay, so let's have a listen. Hold on, let's pause this.
I'm pretty sure that
That's enough of your filthy mouth. That's enough of you. Okay, so I got here. So she came in this was her live. Like you said it. So I just clipped it. Relax. She's very angry and very triggered. She comes by and says, "Do you have a problem with that?" Odd. You'd be interested in my preferences. Whatever it is, who I'm with or who I've been with, you've been all up in my business. Kind of weird, white boy. No. lady. No. All up in somebody's business is hawking a chat in a community that you don't even belong to. You don't come in and say hi to the person, nothing. Are you following us? Like, there's only two ways this happened. Are you hawking us to where we hang out at? Or are you hawking people who that drop carrot emojis and you're watching all their community posts, like putting the puzzles together?
My final comment.
Which one is it?
Back to her in the chat before we got yelled at for being rude and having a carrot fight. So sorry, Katie. But my final comment made her feel like so small. She just kind of slumped away into like a corner and died somewhere because she just evaporated.
So I went way easier than that. I just said the title says Tiffany Marie loves the BBC. I said, well, I'm just happy that you and Benjamin Keys have something in common. I didn't get a response to that. Now, if you don't know her boyfriend, the guy in the trailer of this video, we've had the ex-wife on. I'm friends with her on Instagram. I've talked to his daughter. We're very, you guys know the coverage of I have given you on Benjamin Keys. Now, this is coming from the family member, also the daughter. When the wife at the time walked in, he was getting sucked off by the trans brother-in-law. Okay? This is what led to separation. Now, this would not be the guy that stalked and harassed people multiple times. No, we're getting confused. This is the guy that sucked up the trans guy. Keep up with it, people. So I've had her on multiple times, and it's just interesting to me that the thing is, like with Benjamin, he doesn't like a lot of rap videos and rap songs and whatnot, and he's always promoting like Black Lives Matter and stuff. So I'm just trying to think, like, I feel like if I can bring a Black creator, can we call Anthony?
If you want,
I could probably help them with this. I could be a helper. But back to the Katie stream. Back to the Katie stream. I want to play you this list. And again, I highly recommend listening to this entire live. But here's a list. This is a list of people TM has fell out with. I gave you an example of the creator that I'm about to play. What she did to, well, yeah, we put her on the list. What she did, I guess, to us in that live, okay? I gave you an example of what she's done to chasing. I don't have all night to go through the whole list, but we can do it, y'all. And y'all have seen it. Y'all have seen it. But check out this list. The game is this. Here's the game for everybody in the chat. Who is missing off the list? Here's a list. Let's have that. And this would be Blame Katie. I'll put her. Anything I show on the screen will be in the description box. And then we're going to play Ernie Shell, and she went on Ernie Shell's panel. 44-14. All right, listen to this list, people. This is out of control.
There is a list of people that she has fallen out with or does not get along with. Sit down, people. In no particular order.
Check it out, y'all.
And I'm sure there are many more. These are the people she has fallen out with on YouTube or doesn't get along with. Oh, let me get a hit of my vape.
So that's a good comment I want to talk about, Rolf. By her, tell them to reach out to me. TM is stupid enough to say that this channel is going to go down, or I'm going to have this channel go down. She'll literally write it. She's that, she's not too smart, but in her own words, she'll say that. And I know a couple creators who have been double teamed and struck by her. And there was a few moments ago, I was talking about there was a guy and his ex-wife walked in. He was getting fellatio by the trans brother. So I know that those two creators. Well, that guy's banned off the internet because a judge said he was a stalking harasser. But when he was on the internet, they double team with the strikes. Like, there's no reason to get all nervous and stuff. Absolutely not. The dumbest thing somebody can do on YouTube, if you understand YouTube, is to write comments like that. But what usually happens is you see, go report the video. That's really dumb if you don't understand YouTube. But if this is happening to you, any creators out there, get the screenshots of them saying, I'm going to do this. Or more importantly, report the video. Get the screenshot. It's very important. But we'll touch on that at the end. Have a listen to this list.
Y'all are going to shit your fucking pants. A good hit of my vape.
I had it on the screen the whole time. Dirt.
Okay. Starting with AB. And let me say this too. I love AB. But these people on this list, I'm not saying they're good people. I'm not saying they're any better than her. This is just a list of the people that she's either fallen out with or doesn't get along with, okay?
Thanks, Firefly.
AB, Molly Golightly, Perplexed TC, Scott H, Penny FTY, The Jerks, John Crimes, aka Ace Candle, Makeup Mobster.
All right, last interruption. Back to The Jerks. The Jerks was the lady in the BBC clip. So if I'm understanding this correctly, there's one of those jerks is in a wheelchair or something. And so the whole thing with the whole, I like, black cocks and, I like to sit on them and you can't sit on them. Well, anybody in a wheelchair, I don't know how they can get up to go over there and sit on one. So it wasn't just understand like the length of the dig. Like, when is it cool to pick on the handicapped people? Like, I don't have a problem with the jerks. I had done a live on them. They had got their information wrong on the thing with checks. So I responded off it and I don't fuck with them, but that's not cool. Like, come on, man. Handicap for real? But understand everything behind it. I'm going to play this back so we get the whole grasp of the list.
Hold on, let me get a hit of my vape. Y'all are going to shit your fucking pants. Hold on.
What's up, Shauna?
Let me get a good hit of my vape.
You're gonna shit your pants. I love that. She does such a good job in her life.
Okay.
Who did she miss, y'all?
Starting with.
Keep a note. Keep a note.
There's too many.
And let me say this too. I love AB. But these people on this list,
There's probably like 3.
I'm not saying they're good people. I'm not saying they're any better than her. This is just a list of the
Pay attention.
people
I got 2 channels off the top.
she's either fallen out with or doesn't get along with, okay? AB, Molly Golightly, Perplexed TC, Scott H, Penny FTY, The Jerks, John Crimes, aka Ace Candle, Makeup Mobster, Chainsaw, White Boy Lockdown Radio,
Woo!
Noel, aka Damages Goods with No Regrets, Woo! The Lab, The Interview Room, Justin for All, Ziggy, Randy's World, maybe Benny Keys. I don't know what their deal. I know they like dated or whatever, but I mean, he could maybe be the person that even like started the carrot shit.
Yes.
And I know he showed didn't he release nudes of her? So I don't know, but
yes,
I'd consider that like a total enemy. But again,
Yes.
that's just me. If someone did that to me, I would
Yes. Yes.
Chasing Truth, Gavel, geeks, Krama Mama, voices behind the wall.
Grab
with
your carrots,
Cher
y'all. It's gonna be a minute.
and Mark. Veloma Unstuck, Crystal Crime Time, Why Crime, Incognita, Smiley Stories World, Salty Sea, Angel Talks Too Fast. Ooh, you told her to off herself. Wow. Wow. Q Carlock, John Q, Sapphire Jewels, Jonesin.
One in the chat as we're listening to this list if it's menstrual cycle. 2 in the chat if it's Karen.
Gray Hughes Investigates, SDA, Deets on the Streets, Prayer Garden of America, Lip Locked No More.
3 for menopause.
Crimes, Lines, and Lies. Alicia. Ryan Finds Truth. Nonsense. House of Williams. Bullhorn Betty. Dolly Vision.
All right. Well, here's the deal. So first off, this is the creator who destroyed TM, and in her lame Karen comment called the lady a blonde and a little channel. You can see the Karen comment right here. Let me read it. Oh, I can't. It's 10 miles long, but the first page says this. You really going to pretend you don't know what rape culture is? Go Google the term. You're an embarrassment to all women, and you have women in your chat claiming they have been raped, their grandmas, mothers, and daughters, while you minimize a normalization of the sexual harassment and abuse. If you don't know what a discussion is about, then don't speak on it. You dumb blonde. Approach it by one of the most pathetic displays I've seen in a while in this community. Do all women favor and don't speak on women's issues and don't have children? Okay, people, this is literally stemming from carrot emojis. So technically, that first page applies to every one of you that dropped a carrot emoji in my chat. That is insane. So after this comment was left, Katie destroyed this lady. Like, TM, you shouldn't have left the dumb blonde comment there.
When I read that, I realized how much Tiffany.
You thought you were gonna go over there and big body that lady. You thought you were gonna go over there with the sub with I got more subs than you and big body that lady. And I'm gonna be completely honest. I've done that before. Look, I spilled the beans on BS with coming over on the army. I tried to big body BS, and she stood in the paint and was like, "Fuck you, motherfucker." See, that's why we're friends, because we both did something stupid. We both said it was petty, and we killed it.
Actually, I got you guys to be friends. But
yeah, but it's over and done with.
I'm just messing around because you guys. I
So-
didn't even know you guys had any beef. Remember, you guys were talking about it. And I was like, wait, what the hell just happened? Like, how did I not know you guys were at war? And we were all just talking in chat.
I'm gonna drop this in the chat. There you go. But this list here, I want everybody to share it, comment, creators. Here's what it was fast. I don't know everyone she said. Cracking cases, we can add that. I didn't hear Ernie Shell. Now, Ernie Shell's interesting because she's fell out with Ernie Shell. She has to be mad at him. Remember the boyfriend of Annie? But here's the weird part. I'm about to play you another clip of her on Ernie's panel. This is the most craziest part of the stream we're about to enter. Because people, when Ernie Shell is making the most sense and being more logical in a conversation, you have deep, deep problems. And that's what we're about to play. And I never want to say that for Ernie Shell. Don't even like him. But who Who was missed on the list? You can add Cracking Cases and Ernie on there. There's got to be more than that. Jody Sue wasn't on there. Jody Sue wasn't on there. Yeah, creators. So we got 3. We got Ernie, Jody Sue, and Cracking Cases. Natasha Cooper. Somebody, we got to keep a track of this. And we got to redo the list. All right. Okay, Penny wasn't on there. Okay, people, keep them coming. We're going to redo this list. This is great work. I wonder. Oh, listen. So that's a very good comment, Lori. So 80% of that list is Summer Wells creators. That's a good place to start with who she missed. Because if you haven't noticed, the only people that are allowed to report on the Summer Wells case, the only people that can come out with anything new as an idea, as an avenue, as a theory, as a place to investigate, they're dead wrong. And the people who have talked about the Summer Wells case, earlier I mentioned Chasing Truth. She was stirring on that and brewing on that until the right moment. And then it all came out. Almost any Summer Wells creator, she has some type of a dig with. Okay. In the beginning of the trailer of this live, can anybody tell me what the gentleman said in the trailer of this live, which would be her boyfriend? Can anybody tell me the trailer of this live, what the gentleman said, which would be her boyfriend? And they both covered the Summer Wells case. Because I just want to get the contradictions out. If you even sneeze wrong covering the Summer Wells case, Tiffany takes it upon herself to make a big live about you. And the comical part about this is she literally tries to call out scammers. How? You grifted and scammed Summer Wells. You can't change reality. You're not allowed to tell people that it's just a check. No. In reality, Tiffany, you used Summer Wells. I don't care that you scammed your own subscribers. That's their fault. But you used Summer Wells' name to rip off your subscribers. And then you did everything possible to justify not doing that. And we all saw it. Then you doubled down and said, I'll never apologize. You're expecting too much of me if you think that. So we all witnessed that.
And you give me too much credit.
And you think that you're going to stop the carrots. Are you what kind of dope they have in Rhode Island? Stop it right now. Just stop it. She did pull an Ernie Shell move, and I'm so glad that you wrote that comment. I am very happy that you did that. Because guess what I have to show you? Now, next we're going to be going on to Ernie Shell and Tiffany. So Tiffany, I told you guys just a moment ago, she's everywhere. How the fuck did she find Noelle and Blaine Katie's chat? How? But it gets better. Imagine. Now, I have a theory. What I'm about to show you is this right here. We know that this guy is just not allowed on the internet anymore. The judge ordered this guy for his stalking and harassing and said, sir, there'll be no more Facebook. There'll be no more Twitter. There'll be no more YouTube. You can't have Instagram. Appreciate it if you don't utilize Rumble. I'm just going to have to say that you can't go on the internet anymore. You get a timeout. Okay? You get a timeout. Now, after this guy before this guy got a timeout, he decided to do a little expose on Tiffs, on Sniffies. Now, I dropped Katie's link. Now, what I'm going to do now is, y'all know BS. Is BS in here?
I don't think so. Hey, B, are you in here?
Let's have a listen to the guy that she wifed up. Now, we have to remember that after, said carrot photos were shared and said JJs were shared around the internet by her boyfriend, that she ducked off and said, you know what, I'm out of here. Deleted everything, was ducked off. And that's where Noelle comes in. Receipts. But what's interesting is she came back in full Karen mode. And it's very weird to me that she expects people to this is the weird thing. We saw the check. We know you scammed. You can't tell us you didn't. But the weird thing with Tiff is we don't see things like this. We definitely see that that's not you in the bed with the boyfriend. We see that there's 2 cyber girlfriends for Benjamin with carrots. We're not stupid, Tiffany. But you can't change reality. You just can't change reality because Benjamin has a girlfriend. But what I'm about to play you is her professing her love for Benjamin. And Ernie says that you can drive a tractor trailer through that vagina in reference to Tiffany. Now, I wouldn't know anything about this, but I have a theory. I do have a theory. But before the theory, we have to go to Benjamin because, look, I'm talking live with my wife. We talking stuff. You guys hear us. Sometimes we get a little fight or something like that, whatever. But you guys hear me talk to my wife. In other words, you know how we talk, right? How does Benny, talk to Tiff? How does that go? Do we know that? I don't know if we know that. Let's have a listen. Just a refresher. So stepfather will be right back. Stepdad will be right back. Stepdaddy Carrot. Here it comes. Here we go. Right here. Oh, shit. I'm dumbass. I don't even have it on there, babe. Why you tell me? Man, I can do it. That was a dumbass moment, but when you're sorry about that, guys. All right, hold on. Here we go. Sorry, guys. My bad. I thought it was playing, so I went to get a drink, and I thought it'd be done by the time I got back, but I went back too further anyhow, so you didn't miss nothing. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Here we go. All right, here we go. My bad, y'all. My bad. Going to the comments now. Have a listen to this. Benjamin. Old footage of Benjamin talking about Tiffany Marie on YouTube. What do we have here? What are the feelings? How's he feel?
AAB.
In the YouTube world, he's a sodomite. He's the bottom of the bottom. He's the gum on the bottom of Molly Golightly's shoe that Molly
appreciate that. That means a lot, Raindrop.
That's all she is. Tiffany Marie has about as much usefulness as chewed bubblegum that has no flavor. Wow. It's not even good for sticking shit together. Right nowadays, this bubblegum ain't made like it used to be. It used to be you get some bubblegum in your fucking hair, and boy, you're going to school with a ball patch. Nowadays, this bubblegum is just not you know what, Tiffany Marie? Fuck you before you eat breakfast this morning, you dumbass. She wanted to shake her coffee. I like my coffee shaken, not stirred. She also steals from grocery stores. Friggin' paper towels. Like, you got a mess you need to clean up that bad that you need to steal some parts? Like, it's the quicker picker-upper. She picked it up so quick she forgot to pay for the shit. Oh. Never know. They'll never know. They'll never know you got paper towels on the front of your panties. They'll never know. Ding. How can I help you? Yes, I would like some of your Brazilian dark nut roast. Okay. Here you go. Oh, thank you. Can you say?
So look, this dude is so lame. I can't look at him or hear him too much longer. But I will share BS's video on her live stream about this.